Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the Subaru Forester Touring. This is the crazy loaded up one. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Doug Smith Subaru here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this Forester. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check what they have currently. If you need any help or have any questions, just make sure to ask for Sam, and then also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 2.5 liter flat 4 cylinder that goes through a CVT. Fuel economy is 25 around town and then 32 on the highway, with power outputs being 180 horsepower and then 178 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see how it pops up on either side. And then popping down below, I really like the lighting cluster on this. I think it looks really cool. Look at that, too. The turn signal indicator. It's kind of fancy, right? And you can see the grill's all blacked out on this, except for the Subaru logo and a little bit of chrome trim with that. We do have fog lights with this package as well. And it's all for the front. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 50 by 19 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got this silver with the metallic gray. Kind of looks like some swords pointing towards the Subaru logo in the center. It's pretty hardcore, right? And then you can see with the new style of fender flare, kind of like the WRX. And then you got more of that cladding on the side. Got the blacked out mirror cap. The rest of the window trim's also blacked out. So that is a cool uniform look. There's your side profile. And this leads us to the key fob. So nothing on the back. On the front we got the Subaru logo, which doubles as the unlock. We've got our lock, and then we have the opening for the hatch, which we press that and it'll pop right open. Now when it comes to the cargo area of the Forester, we've got a cargo cover built in from the factory. You can see you've got these little tabs to throw down these seats automatically. And quite a bit of storage. I mean, this is similar in size like a Toyota RAV4, for example, so it's a big vehicle when it comes to cargo space. When you're all done, just press this button up top, and that will lower the hatch right back down. We've got the new taillight design here with the Forester. You've got your Touring badge. And you can see the singular exhaust up there at the bottom. And that is the rest of the rear. Now take a look at the door panel. Really nice material use throughout. Soft touch here where you're going to rest your arm. And then here are the seats. Again, really nice trim throughout. And then popping in, it's easy, spacious too. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some vents here in the back. We also have USB ports, heated seats as well. Pretty fancy stuff if you ask me. By the way, the seats are comfortable. And headroom back here, it's pretty good. This does come down a little bit. Now take a look at the front door panel. Unlike the back, it's actually soft touch here at the top, and then with the same kind of trim piece integrated here, it's really cool. We've got our memory seat function built in. See all of our window controls there, front two are automatic. And then just a quick look at the mirrors. Do have blind spot monitoring, for those of you wondering. Now look at the front seat, fancy, right? Again, you got like the suede on the sides, power adjustments and everything there at the bottom. And this is cool at the dash. Soft touch here at the very top too. And then down below you can see for the hatch situation. Now take a look at the steering wheel. You can see soft touch all around. I like the contrasted stitching, that's pretty cool. Heat steering wheel button on the steering wheel. Get a little drive mode select here, adaptive cruise control with lane centering. Got our controls for the center as well. Got little paddle shifters in the back of the steering wheel, which is pretty fun. And then you have traditional stocks on the back. So here's a quick look at the gauge cluster. Mostly analog. We do have a screen there in the center, which will show you different bits of info, and then also with the drive modes when you pop it into those as well. We've got a 360 camera system with this, which obviously helps out with parking quite a bit, and that's kind of the stuff you get on the fancier models, right? And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, cancel. This is really cool. So you've got analog controls on either side. You can see the volume controls and all of that. Notice we've got our off-road modes there at the top. They're pretty easy to access. And then being a Touring, we've got heated and ventilated seats, dual zone climate as well. Wireless phone charging pad down below. We've got some USB ports. Shifter here for the CVT. And we've got our parking brake here. That's for the camera if you want to see that. And then we've got some cup holders, little charging port, good storage. I like this here on the top. It's nice with the trim. Same thing with this. Goes across. And then Yeah, pretty normal. Glove box. Ooh, camera rear view mirror. It's pretty fancy, right? And then this is the control for the sunroof, big sunroof up top. So there's a bit of glare, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but again, Forester Touring. This has the 51 option equipment. It says standard option 51. Anyways, $42,072 is the total MSRP on the Touring, and let's sum things up. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood, both of the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and set off. Setting off in the Touring. First off, I'll say the seats are comfortable. I like the bolstering on it. You know, keeps you in place, but it's not constrictive. Cooled seats are nice. It's not a super warm day today, but it's always nice to have cooled seats. And what I'm noticing so far is, I mean, we'll see once we get onto the interstate, but it seems like the power is pretty good so far. Does that really say GL for Brabus? Okay, buddy. That's just too funny. Okay, let's keep going on. Yeah, it's smooth with the power. It's really nice. We'll see getting up onto the interstate how solid it feels. Yeah, I wouldn't call it fast, but you know, gets up to pace like it should. It's a nice ride. It's what I like about Subarus. A little bit, so with the noise, wind noise is pretty minimal. Do get some road noise. Road noise never bothers me though, personally, because like obviously, you know, if you get less road noise, it feels more luxurious. But wind noise is kind of like that, just, you know, screeching at the top, and it's just, I don't know, it really bothers me. Road noise on the other hand, well, yeah, whatever. It's not cumbersome, it's not bothersome to me. So the ride quality is really good. Drives well. This car drives well. The thing about the Forester is it's not particularly exciting to drive, it's not particularly fast, it's just comfortable, and it's got adequate power. And it's a car that you don't really think, like, it's one of those cars you get in and you don't really have to think about driving. You know, the symmetrical all-wheel drive system helps out with that too, I think. Because it's just, you don't get any like front-wheel drive tire screeching like you can get in some cars, right? It's just all-wheel drive all the time. And so it just, you know, yeah, you kind of forget. You just drive and you kind of forget you're driving. And I think that there's something to be said about that. That's nice. This new CVTs that Subaru's doing is pretty quick with the transitions. But yeah, definitely not a super powerful car. So overall, this is nice. It's a nice luxury Subaru. So let me know what you guys think about the Touring package, but it comes with quite a few features.